Hey, good morning everybody. It's Mark here at the Little Supplement Company. Right, video 2. Just wanted to talk to you guys about supplements. Now, what we're going to do on this 12-week challenge program, for mass building and fat shedding. Training is going to be intense, absolutely intense, something like you've probably never done before, which is kind of cool. I took a few bodybuilding friends of mine through a couple of the workouts over the last week, and these guys are shoulder pressing 60 kg dumbbells either side, bench pressing over a ton 40, and they were ruined. I was ruined, and I'm just a little old shopkeeper. So really intense. But what we need to do is make sure the supplementation is there to help with the recovery and help with that mass muscle growth and repair. We're going to have 2 days off on the program. You will need them, trust me. Don't care how hard you think you are going to need them. 2 days off, and every day is going to be different. So every day for 12 weeks you will have a different training regime. So if you're using this with a PT stick to my program. It's all interlinked, okay? Not a wishy-washy nice guy. Stick to my program. It will work. You suddenly get people interfering with it, you know what, don't bother. So supplementation is going to be key. Now, we know about the SARMs, selective androgen receptor modulators. The blend I'm bringing over from the States is super cool. It's going to help repair muscle like you wouldn't believe. It's going to utilize protein synthesis in the body. It's going to utilize those amino acids and key nutrients to absolutely repair muscle tissue like you wouldn't believe. It's going to oxidize fat. It's going to obliterate fat. If your diet's absolutely spot on, we'll get to the diet later on. There's going to be 2 diet choices for you guys. Those that want to get muscle and lean, those that just want to put out and out muscle on without the fat. 2 different diets. So it'll be 2 different protein ratios, fat ratios, and carbohydrate ratios. We'll get to that in the next video. So supplements, 12 weeks, SARMs, boom, on its own, incredible. Together with the diet, incredible. We want to then look at a couple of other supplements that's maybe worth looking into. So my research has been, I love research, I do this all day, then I go home, see my kids, put them to bed, read them a story, then I do more research. I'm sad, but it's amazing. So the latest research in terms of supplementation and bodybuilding. Okay, one thing that is kind of key to me with anyone who's working out more than 3 times a week intensely is branched chain amino acids. And I get asked a lot, Mark, do I do glutamine, or do I do branched chain amino acids, or do I do HMB, or do I do leucine, or what do I do? Weight training, if you're going to have a choice of all of them, branched chain amino acids, specifically high in leucine would be brilliant. So you've got 2 great ones. JBC have a 12-1-1 ratio in their branched chain amino acids, plus they add in glutamine. So it's a one I take quite regularly, brilliant. So that's called Amino Pro. Or you've got the Olymp, which has a 4-1-1 ratio and a 20-1-1 ratio, for about 15, 16 quid. Brilliant. So I would incorporate them intra-training, absolutely. And then, if you're at work or in a day and you've got some branched chains in a water bottle, keep them topped up. They will repair and help your body repair, keeps you from going catabolic, and that's what we don't want to do. So certainly branched chain amino acids is definitely worth looking at. Couple other things with bodybuilding and muscle repairing. We produce a hormone often that, and it's probably more prevalent in people like ectomorph people, people that are naturally slim and naturally skinny. But everyone produces this hormone, and it's called myostatin. Now, I've not really seen it a lot in the magazines, which I still get, which is usually full of adverts and crap. But I haven't really seen it documented a lot either. Myostatin is absolutely key to a bodybuilding person's development, and if we can somehow suppress myostatin, then our growth potential can be quite incredible. So how do we do that? Well, the first way to do is in train intensely. I mean seriously intensely. You will find that you will lower myostatin levels. Now, myostatin kind of stops the muscle from kind of growing. So it inhibits growth. It limits it. Now, the less myostatin we've got, the more muscle growth potential we have. It allows us to grow. So if you can suppress myostatin and then get this this program rocking, which will help suppress that anyway, your gains can be incredible. Now, there's two or three key, well, there's three key supplements that would do this or help do this. The first one is good old-fashioned creatine. It's gone out of fashion. Creatine's incredible. To me, everyone should take creatine who are bodybuilding, everybody. And I would not go daft. And 20, 30 grams a day you hear with people and certain athletes. Keep it simple. 5 to potentially 10 grams of creatine a day before and after training, with ideally a fruit juice. The type of creatine I would choose, there's only 3 I'd ever bother with. And this is personal, there's only 3 from research. Creatine monohydrate's the daddy, but get micronized. Really important. I do all of my creatine monohydrates are micronized. The Olymp one, for example, 200 molecules smaller than creatine monohydrate, and it's in its normal state. So if you ever buy an off-the-shelf high street creatine, not mention any brands, and you open it, it'll be like sugary, granularly. That ain't going to even get to your muscles. That's not even going to go through the mesh in the gut wall. And it tends to hold water. It'll attract water, which is creatine's nature. And you probably get quite bloaty, may have a few trips to the loo, if it affects people. And so people say to me, creatine doesn't work, Mark, because you're probably taking the crap. Let's face it. Now, you take a micronized creatine, and you can stimulate blood sugar levels, which will release a hormone called insulin, which will then increase the uptake of creatine. You take it with, in English, an apple juice or a fruit juice, generally orange juice. Before and after training, 3 to 5 grams before, 3 to 5 grams after. It will not only increase strength and recovery, it will increase cell volumization, so you will get some really cool pumps on it, and they will stay, so you stay pumped for longer. It will increase or it will suppress lactic acid, so you'll get more reps out. It's creatine. 57 servings, for example, give you an example, micronized creatine, 200 molecules smaller, less than a tenner. It's cheap. You're paying 60, 70 quid. It's cheap, but it's bloody good. But one of the cool things with creatine, recent studies have shown, it has this ability, if it gets into the body at a cellular level, to lower myostatin. Lower myostatin, increase muscle building. Creatine monohydrate, not the crap, the good stuff. Micronized creatine monohydrate, creatine nitrate, or crealkaline. They're the 3 creatines I recommend. Okay, creatine, supplement number 1 to think about, just to consider. Supplement number 2. Gone out of fashion, used to be big 10, 20 years ago. Most good quality bodybuilders, good bodybuilders who've done their research and know the stuff, and don't get driven by the marketing gurus in all the magazines, but actually with real proper scientific based advice. Hello. Hydroxymethylbutyrate. Woo! HMB in short. HMB is kind of a hybrid of leucine, and HMB has been shown to lower myostatin levels. HMB you'll not find in many shops these days. It's gone out of fashion. HMB rocks if you're doing something like this program. If you're an ectomorph or an actually skinny guy who's finding it hard to put on some size, my friends, creatine and HMB together can change your game. So, HMB, creatine, hard training, different training regime, shocking the muscle, myostatin here, myostatin here. Awesome. I said 3 products. What's the third product? Well, the third product is a whey protein. Google whey protein. Go to any health shop. You probably get a gazillion different brands of whey protein. Say this is the best whey protein on the planet because of X, Y, and Z. Whey protein rocks. It's got a very high biological value. It's very absorbable. It's very bioavailable. It gets in the body very quickly. However, not all wheys are the same. Many of them are full of binders, excipients, caking agents, talcs, fillers, bah, horrible stuff. Mine ain't. Mine are kind of pure. So I have 3 different brands I use for whey protein. One that I would highly recommend, however, is JBC. JBC does an ISO whey. Now, people come in and say, Mark, whey isolate's the best. No, hydrolyzed whey is the best. No, concentrate's the best. They're all bloody good, but they all work slightly differently. This is where geekdom comes in. You know, research. Things like whey isolate concentrate's kind of the cheaper element of whey, so it brings the price down of the product. And it's great, but it hasn't really got the leucine kick of isolate and the purity of isolate. Certainly hasn't got anywhere near the amino acids profile, bioavailability, and ability to kind of spike protein synthesis as hydrolyzed whey, which is very expensive. But concentrate is full of something called immunoglobulins, which are rocking, and really good for just general health, you know, immune system, skin, hair, nails, energy production, all these things. So concentrate, definitely having your way. Isolate, the bad boy, more expensive. That's what people think. I've got a few more quid, I'll buy you isolate. You know what? Don't. Get an isolate and whey mix. Isolate concentrate mix. Those two together have been shown to be more effective in trials I've read than an isolate or a concentrate on its own. Blend them. Why JBC? It's got hydrolyzed in there as well. Hydrolyzed is your Ferrari boat. Hydrolyzed is your Bugatti Veyron motorbike. Hydrolyzed is just awesome because it basically, in its absorption process and its purity and the way it is bonded with its peptides, it actually not only increases protein synthesis in the body, it will actually enhance the ability to repair. And we produce a hormone called glucagon, which is in the muscle cells, which helps with fat burning. So if you're looking to keep shredded or get shredded, make sure there's a hydrolyzed in your whey. So guys that are doing this program and are looking to really look at leaning as well as putting that muscle on, but leaning quite significantly, so maybe it's a bit chunky, want to lose a bit of weight, do the JBC, the hydrolyzed isolate and concentrate mix. Those guys that are just going to go out and out size, it's coming into winter, let's get the big hoodies on, who's going to take the top off for the next 6 months? No one. Let's get hench. Those guys, don't worry too much, you know. If you want quality, then the JBC. They do a brilliant, if you're looking at really bulking, they do a brilliant iso gain, which has got 45 grams of really good quality protein, 45 grams of awesome carbs in, very clean, suit this program brilliantly. So you've got a couple of different options there. So your Olymp, your JBC, yes, I sell them because they're good and that's why we're in the shop. Come and speak to me, you know. There's a lot of information in this little bit on supplementation. So there would be my little keys for, hydrolyzed whey also reduces myostatin. Whey protein with hydrolyzed in, HMB, hydroxymethylbutylate, and creatine, together with training, myostatin levels, all-time low, muscle building levels. Aha! Yeah? Get where I'm coming from? Do you get where I'm coming from? This is good stuff I'm giving you here. You know, you'd have to pay a nutritionist about 500 quid to get that. No, joking. This is good. So it gives you an idea of kind of actually what makes me and my shop different as well. And it's all science-based. That's the cool thing. So there's a few little tips. If you're going to go for the full Monty professional package, 3 other things I'd add in, but this is very quickly. Essential fatty acids, don't go for cod liver oil, go for a higher element. So go for a flax oil or a superfish oil or something like that. Trout oil by Viridian's absolutely the bomb. Wild Alaskan salmon by Solgar, unbelievable. Any of them, essential fatty acids. Anti-inflammatory is going to be easier on the joints. Cognitive function is going to be off the chart. Energy production mentally. So that, tick 1. Everyone should be doing this anyway. Everybody should be doing this, in my opinion. Good multivitamin. Terra Nova Sports Multi. Awesome. Massive antioxidant complex. Full of super greens. Increases recovery, digestion, increases protein synthesis, converts fats into energy efficiently. Absolutely the killer, best one in my opinion that I've seen in a long time. 1 to 2 a day. So you got that, probiotics. You know what? Back to Terra Nova, a practitioner range, not designed for bodybuilders at all, but they are amazing. Terra Nova probiotics, a really good omega-3, 6, 9 ideally, but look at the 3 in particular, so flax or something like that would be brilliant, and a good quality multivitamin. Ladies and gentlemen, I bid you good day. Thanks for listening. It's been quite a one, 15 minutes long. I do apologise, but hopefully you've gleaned some good information out of that, so you're not going to waste your money on inferior quality supplements. There's a lot of inferior quality supplements out there, guys. You won't find them in the little supplement company. There's some really cool shops out there, and unfortunately, there's some really crap ones that just want your dollar. Try and avoid them. Source the really good ones. Ask questions. Ask questions. You know when someone's bullshitting? Ask questions. If they know the answer, they'll answer you with confidence. If I don't know the answer to something, I'll say, hang on, I'll find out. Where's the big thing in that? I've not got an ego. I want to help people. Make sure you're comfortable with whoever you're speaking to. And if it's Fat Billy in the gym who's lifting 700 kilograms, but you haven't got a clue what he's doing, don't listen to him. Creatine's crap. Yes, Billy. Yes, it is. You know where I'm coming from. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Train hard. See you later. Bye.